So Devin, what's your move, man? With the elections coming up, what is your move as far as market plays?
I don't advise anyone to do this, but I'm gonna exit my positions because I started. I took my gains probably about a month and a half ago,
Yeah.
and I re-entered the market, and I made a pretty penny, but I didn't like the way I kind of timed the market, and I don't advise anyone to time the market, but historically, you've seen a dip right after the presidential elections. And so, with that being said, I'm going to prepare for the dip and then I'm going to re enter maybe within the next 2 weeks or 3 weeks right after that election. And hopefully, the market will shoot up. That's historically what it's done. What about you?
To be honest, I'm gonna ride it.
Okay.
I don't want to, but I just think that's the best move right now. I'm gonna ride the wave. Actually, the money that I am touching that I invest, I'm actually looking to put that towards my student loans. So it'll be a pretty bad deal if the market dips all the way into 2021. I'm gonna be in some bad shape. But I think that right now, like I like my positions, and I don't expect to dip below where I'm at in my current stocks. And for those who are wondering, I'm currently in Microsoft, Apple, Spy Growth. I'm in Spy too, but that's another account. I'm also in Broadcom. So those are the accounts that I'm in right now, and I feel pretty good about my positions in those. And they all pay dividends, so I don't stand to lose too much in the dip. So, and also I don't want to pay taxes. So I'm gonna hold on a little longer, a little longer.
No, that's true. It's funny that you mentioned the Broadcom because I remember you hit me up about it, and I was kind of weary about getting involved with it. But one of the things that I did notice, they paid a great dividend.
Yes.
Can you talk about the dividend that you received the other day?
Man, I probably had that stock 3 weeks at best, and I got paid a $32 dividend.
That's amazing.
For 3 weeks, I couldn't believe it. I was like, no, this has to be wrong.
Right.
So if I hold what I have, I expect maybe fivefold that next quarter. So yeah, Broadcom has been a really good play for me, and I will be buying more. If there's a dip, when that post-election dip comes, I'm looking at Broadcom, Apple, and some more Spy Growth because I love ETFs.
That's right. Yeah, at the moment right now, my ETFs are performing well. Apple's a little shaky. Like I said, I kind of entered at the wrong time.
Yeah.
I tried to time it where it was right after or right before that split, and so I kind of have it at a high price. But anyway, with the iPhone coming out here in a couple days, you can pre-order your iPhone. I'm hoping that those sales will drive the market. People will start trying to trade and get involved with Apple. So that's a pretty safe bet. Also, I love my FTEC. I talk about it all the time.
Yeah.
And it has your Googles, it has your Apples, it already has your Microsoft already in there. It's one of the best ETFs that I've had for at least 3 years. I've made anywhere from 4 to 6 grand, off of FTEC. So I definitely recommend anyone to FTEC. Also, your boy, you put me on Spy G.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You got some?
I have some Spy G. Yeah.
It's running.
It's running. And, it's at a low price, so you can tell that it has potential to grow. So, definitely has that growth potential. But like I said, I'm gonna take my chance. It could be a gamble. I don't advise anyone to do this. I feel like, timing the market is better than timing the market. But historically, you can't go wrong with history, right? History always repeats itself, they say.
Yeah, and historically, right, no matter who wins the election, whether it's Republican or Democrat, the market does always dip, and historically, the market has always bounced back. So, don't sell everything and put everything into gold. I don't think that's the move either. I wouldn't recommend that. I just say, again, use that as time. Research who you want to buy dips on, because the red days, the days we buy, the green days, the days we hold.
Yeah, it's kind of funny because you mentioned that you've been kind of buying more on the green days. And
oh man,
I don't know what your deal is with that, but it's like I kind of understand where you're coming from because maybe the next day and the next day and the next day will be green. You know, we had that stint where I think we had 11 days consecutive green. That were green, and it's possible. You know, I even thought about getting involved with Tesla during that time.
Yeah,
and of course that was a mistake because it's just too volatile.
Volatile.
Super volatile, right?
You know, that was something that I knew I shouldn't do that I was doing, but now I learned my lesson, man. If it's green, I don't buy anything. I don't buy anything green. I don't buy. I know how much I want to invest this month, and I wait for a red day. And I've done that with all my current positions, and man, this paid off because now that everything's green, I'm winning. I'm not like, man, I'm trying to get back to what I paid for it, you know. And right now, I know I spoke of some single stocks that I'm looking into, but I'm also going to look into some mutual funds.
Oh, yeah, you were telling me about that. Explain.
There's one called CPOAX. I've been eyeing one of our viewers of the channel. He actually put me on it. It was our first video.
Okay.
He saw that. He recommended CPOAX. So I just been watching it. It takes a lot of money to get in to be able to buy into it. So I'm just waiting on it.
Right.
Yeah. So I'm just waiting on that one. And if I exit a few positions, I might throw that money into that. That's pretty much it for me as far as plays that I have on the horizon.
Right.
But again, to drill this point home, I think you should ride out the election.
And I don't disagree. You know, if I had to give anyone some financial advice, definitely ride out the election. You know what it's going to do. But in my case, I'm going to time the market.
Oh, my God. But also, too, we know no matter who gets elected, in short succession, there will be a stimulus package. Because that's what's holding it up right now.
Okay. You know, there's a lot of negotiations going on right now. And I think the best approach, you know, I'm not a politician, but maybe the best approach would just to come through with a package that everybody can agree on rather than, you know, providing those stimulus checks as a separate deal, you know, an executive order for stimulus checks. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because small businesses also need loans.
Oh, okay.
You
so,
know what I'm saying?
And then to clarify, when I talk about the stimulus, I'm talking about everything.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, airlines and stuff. But
airlines,
you're right, though, right? So, our viewers may view us saying stimulus as just the checks. We're talking about the checks. We're talking about bailout money for the airlines. We're talking about loans for small businesses, PPP loans, stuff like that. So we're talking about how all of that affects the market because, you know, good news always rises the market. And so when a stimulus is signed, you're getting the good news, which is going to tempt speculators. And then you actually get money that's going to be driven into the market because through PPP loans, those people will then have money to either invest in the market or invest in their 401k, which goes into the market. Right, people with stimulus checks. There is a percentage of people with stimulus checks who will buy directly into the market, or people with stimulus checks that will buy things from companies in the market. So it's a win-win in terms of a stimulus package and the stock market.
Yeah, I don't disagree. And to piggyback off of the stimulus check portion of it, we're going to go into debt reduction here in a second. But, you know, I would definitely take that stimulus check and apply it to any type of student loan, credit card debt, or, you know, maybe invest into the stock market. But yeah, hopefully they, you know, the House and the Senate can come up with something and we can pass this bill and get the economy stimulated.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, all in all, the market, the election, get ready for a ride.
Oh, for sure. It's going to be a journey, baby. It's going to be a journey. Exactly. But hold on, man, because ride that wave, like Chris said. Don't listen to me. For sure.